When I get something like this, a stove, I just take, to be honest with you, I take that big cord off and every connector that's on there, and I check it to see if it's aluminum or brass. So I'll be taking that whole piece out. These are brass. I can look at them and tell they're brass. Tin Man Scrapper said hold on to them things, so I have been from now on. I used to just cut the cord and send them in. All kinds of stuff here. They tell me that has silver in them, and I've been finding it now that I know. So yeah, I'm just cutting these wires, pull this thing off, throw it in the thing here. I just did a scrap run earlier today. I got done about 4 o'clock, and then on my way home, I got a phone call and said, "Hey, I got some scrap. You want to come and get it?" And this is what I got just on my way home today. It's about 6 o'clock now, so I'm out here still working. Got a few things that I want to take apart because I want to make another run tomorrow morning. I have a lot of stuff to pick up tomorrow. I'll never get it all in one day. Got another computer to tear down. This one looks like a beast. Looks like a beast. I'm sure there's some good stuff in there. I'm going to tear it down. Somebody's going to get some goodness out of this thing, that's for sure. Untested, so not sure what's going on with it, but boy, this thing is massive. Cooler Master. Massive. Powered by, I'm only guessing this is a gaming computer or something. And they got rid of it for a reason. It's huge. Yeah, some kind of a gaming computer. Okay. Windows. All right, man, we got them working like crazy. It's Saturday. It's Saturday, and we're at the scrap yard. A lot of people bringing white goods. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh my goodness. But I can't say that I'm the only scrapper around, that's for sure.
Nope.
So I guess everybody's gonna get a little piece of the action. Get her. Shit happening here today, son. Alright, I'm getting ready to pull up. Look at that pop of wire. Look at that water pressure they got here, bro. Almost. So this is a place that I'm in all the time, actually, because I also own a roofing company, Drew's Roofing and Home Repair. I also have a website and a channel for that. This channel is obviously a Scrapping with Grandpa, so we come in here quite often.
In 1 mile, turn left on Windmere Drive.
Roofing out, so I don't do it anymore myself. I just give the estimates. And we are almost. That's a scanner. You just watch the road. All right, scanner, copier. Hook it up to your computer. All right, so I got a nice Eclipse subwoofer, and I can't wait to hook that up to my Pioneer that I got for free. Got a DVD player. Uh-oh. What's that all about? Oh. And a copier scanner. Said it works, he just doesn't use it. A little Sony DVD player. All the hookups.
St. James Drive.
All right, so while I was in here heading to another address, I got another call from another St. Jamer saying, "Hey, I've got some stuff for you. You said you pick up on Saturdays. Is today a good Saturday?" And I was like, "You damn right." So I'm headed over there to see what we got. I know I already got that beautiful subwoofer that I'm gonna hook up to my home stereo. So I'm not sure if it works or not. Probably not, but it looks like a fairly new Apple monitor. So I will plug that in and test it. If it works, great. If it doesn't,
in 1 mile.
All right, so we're still in St. James. We have one more stop to make. One more stop. Then we're headed to the beach to pick up the real scrap. When you get out of St. James, it's all garbage.
In half a mile, turn right onto West.
Scrapping this morning, me and Paul picking up stuff, and I completely loaded my trailer. Now this is another gentleman called me back and said he had some more stuff. My trailer's full. The recycling place is closed, so I'm gonna have to wait until Monday probably to come back and get some of this when the recycling place opens, and I can empty my trailer. But in the meantime, all this goodness, stoves, washing machines, you know there's a good motor in there. It's a third microwave. He told me anything that wasn't farm equipment I could have. Look at it all. Oh my God. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. He said everything you want, take it. Everything you don't want, leave it. If it's farm equipment, leave it. Big air conditioner. Another big air conditioner. Lawnmowers, TVs, vacuum cleaners, just miscellaneous metal. Wow. Got my work cut out for me. Look at all this goodness over here. He said, as long as it's not farm equipment, take it. Old broken lawnmowers, old broken vacuum cleaners. He said there was some computers. I haven't seen the computers yet. They might be in the house. But all this other stuff is gonna go with me. Maybe not today, but some of it, not all of it. I'm gonna get a good piece of it. And he has gobs and gobs and gobs of heavy duty air conditioners behind that building. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna have to pull them out of the woods with a chain. But I'm gonna back my truck right now down to that goodness that he left me a pile of right now. Let's load up this goodness along with this goodness. It's nice to be a scrapper. It's nice to be a scrapper. All right, so it's Saturday, April something, 17th, I don't even know. But I've been out scrapping. And I ended up filling up my trailer. Well, as much as I could get into it with the stuff that I had. So when it came home, grabbed my other truck and I went and filled it up. So now I'm gonna see, I take this apart, take all the plastic off, send it to the recycling place. Then I take this aluminum block and I bring it in for cast aluminum. And I take all my TVs apart. There's a lot of copper inside of there. Microwaves, I love these things, especially the older they get. I have 3 of them today. Printer, 3 lawnmowers. And I have places that I can go right now today that have more metal. Oh my God. So this is what I got in my trailer. But before I put any more in here, I want to cut a few things off. I actually take these off, and I've saved a few of them for people that might need one. But there's brass on the inside, and then there's aluminum here on the outside. So I saved them pieces. I split it all up, and then I get my motors off of my stuff, my wires, my silver. You would not believe the silver that's on appliances. A dryer has the most silver in it that I've found so far. A dryer, every dryer, the knob that you turn, that click, 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 there's about 10 pieces of silver in there. So break that knob off and save it. I also got an old chop saw. It didn't work anymore, but it's got a lot of cast aluminum on it. So I'm just gonna take it apart and save it. I mean, maybe not. I might just take the motor out of it. Then I got a big air conditioner here. And maybe a few things in here. This is some scrap that I took off another printer, copier type machine. But that's the kind of stuff I do. I got a little computer board here. I've got a lot of computer stuff actually. I just picked up 3 or 4 more computers in the back of my truck. So it's about 3:30, going on 4 o'clock on Saturday. So now I'll spend the rest of my day taking stuff like that, the computers, The things that I don't want to take apart today, I'm going to bring all that back here. My wife's about to kill me. I mean, she's just about to kill me. But I'm going to bring that all back here, and I keep my steel here. I'm starting to put my heavy steel here, which would be rotors, rear ends, anything that has heavy steel, including this, a lot of heavy steel. So this is definitely at a different price. So that's my heavy steel, my light steel, microwaves, air conditioners. This is my aluminum pile, and I always save my aluminum frame bikes because they give me scrap aluminum price for it, but it's better than nothing at all, and they're free. Had some Jeep rims. I just take these down and I get the tires taken off. I generally get, it costs me a couple dollars to take the tire off, and they'll just keep it, and I get 10 bucks for that rim, so it makes it worth it. And then I separate my aluminum too when I bring it in. I bring it in as my number one, and my number one. And then Excursion has a little bit of other stuff on it. Sometimes I'll take these wheels off, and sometimes these rims are rubber, but I get rid of the steel. And then I have all this stuff here to still take apart. Just got this, picked this up yesterday. Looks like a gaming computer. It looks like it has a lot of stuff in it. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I have a lot of stuff to take apart. And I have a lot of stuff in my trailer that I just brought to take apart. So I don't just do the metal scrapping, although that's all you've basically seen on my videos, until I can find time to where I don't have the big heavy metal scrap, because that stuff really builds up quick and fast. So when I get rid of most of this, and I have another daggum load of it, so I don't necessarily like the big metal, but it pays all the gas and everything. I like the goodness that I get out of. That is just a solid. I took my saws off, and I cut that right there, and my grinder, and cut them bearings out of it. Take that little piece of metal, and that is just solid hard piece of copper. And I have two of them. So I take all this stuff apart and take the goodness out of it. This stuff also, this is all aluminum with heavy duty wire in it. And I bought a wire stripper. This is what my wife doesn't like, this part here out front of my fence. She would much rather see something than all my stuff out back. I also do roofing work, so I got a little bit of that built up. But today, before I went to the scrapyard, I got a whole bunch of these things right here, and all them little contacts from what I found from the Tin Man Scrapper have silver on them. So look at this one. Look at that big old piece of silver right there. There you go. There's two of them in there. There's four of them in there. Those are the bottom ones. And there's four of them in there. The dryer switches is what I find have the most of them little silver pieces on them. See if I can find one of them dryer switches to go round and round. There you go. Inside of all these little black boxes right here is some beautiful silver. Okay, beautiful silver inside of there. So I saved them. This is come off the back of a stove. I watched the Tin Man Scrapper. Go check out his videos. He's awesome. And he told me that inside of these little black things here is silver. So, and inside of these are silver. And if you look right down in there, there's two little points that touch together are silver. And every appliance, if you take off the back, not just cut the cord, has a little piece of silver in there. Wherever it contacts at, that's a little piece of silver. Look at that. That's actually a big piece of silver. See, look at that. See that? There's another one right there. So that's big silver. And if you take the back off of your machine, every single one of them have it. This is a dryer. I want to show you this. This is a dryer. And dryers have all kinds of different settings on them. So every setting has its own clicker. Down inside there, there's 14 pieces of silver. I never throw my clickers away on my dryers. I always save them because of all the silver. And I don't have a way of recycling this silver right now, but I do know it's there, and therefore I save it. Silver is in so many pieces in there. There's 2, 4 pieces. So silver is in so many places that you wouldn't realize. On the back side of this, some very tiny pieces of silver. But not to mention the silver, you still have the copper that you want to save. So this stuff all will sell, and you can make money with it all. Silver in there. I just cracked it open with a hammer. And this is a nice piece of copper cable. It came out of the back of a TV. But this is all goodness besides the scrap metal part that I do, that I get, people give me all the time. Somebody gave me a, let's see which truck I have it in. It's over here. I'm not sure if this is going to be at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to still add it to this one. Besides all the trailer load and the truckload today. And I'm going to hook this up to a stereo that was given to me, a big Pioneer stereo. This is a subwoofer. And there's just not a scratch on this thing. Look at that. Given to me for free. Yeah. So I can't wait to hook this up to my stereo and see what we can get. I'm excited about that. Little monitor here. And a couple other things over there. So it was a beautiful day of scrapping in Southport, North Carolina. Yeah, there we go. See this? This is a dryer. Let me just get in here and show you this. That's the back of the dryer. Okay. This is that clicker box, one of them, on the back of that dryer. See that? So inside, every contact has silver in it. Inside of that little box right there, not only do I have the brass that I'm looking at, the copper in the wire, but there's also a piece of silver in there. This is another one of them clickers. I take off this, has copper in it. That has, well, at least a copper wire and some brass. I'm not sure what's in this box right here. This one here has at least 14 pieces of silver in it. So when I get these dryers, I always take this off and I go through and get all this goodness off of it. Anything, when I do scrapping, I take it completely apart and sell it as for what it is. But I'm not going to let any copper or aluminum or silver and brass go to the scrapyard. So we got a lot of things in here that go to the scrapyard. I scrap stuff like this, bicycles. If it's an aluminum frame, then I send it in for excursion metal. They give me a little bit better price for it than just plain aluminum. Well, not better price, but it's lower than new aluminum, but it's at least decent. And then take apart my air conditioners, always get my compressors out of them, everything that I can get. And there's a nice motor on the bottom of that. So this is what I'm going to do the rest of the day. I'm going to take the things that I want on here that have goodness in it. I got some stuff right back here. Take a look. There's some stuff back here. I always kind of separate this. This is a nice brake drum. That's special metal. This is an aluminum prop off of a boat. Solid. Everything on there is aluminum. There's not a piece of steel on it. Always take these and send them in for heavy metal. Something like this, that's heavy metal. And you get a better price for that. Heavy metal. These are mostly cast aluminum. Not very heavy. That's not cast steel. That's cast aluminum. I can melt that thing down in my melter. Anyways, that's my day. I had a good day scrapping. Like I say, it's Saturday, 4 something. I guess I'll have this video on tonight, so it'll be whatever today is. kind of lose track of time when you don't have a, when you don't have to, or the date when you don't have to go to work every day. And this is what you do for a living. So this is my new living. I was a roofer turned scrapper. My dad was a scrapper, and I kind of put it in my blood a little bit back in the day when I was a kid. And now that it's there, I'm having a hard time getting away with it, away from it. So I've got a shed. All my tear down stuff happens right in there. So I'm going to separate this goodness here and put it where it goes. See what's in it for goodness and make some money. Scrapping life, baby.